Welcome to our Provocation.
Thank you, Google.
You're very welcome.
Okay, so we are doing automatics or manuals for our presentation. So Dylan, would you like to talk about manual or not manual transmissions, automatic transmission?
Okay, so the car we're actually using, by the way, is a 2002 Honda Civic. It's like the base model, and it's Will's car, so that's why we're using it. And so basically, I'm just gonna say a little bit about his car. It's got 1,663 cc's, which is cubic centimeters. Often you use cubic centimeters in motorcycles. That's a whole nother thing, but that translates into 115 horsepower. And oh geez, that 115 horsepower going through here, it actually loses the equivalent of about, I think it said 30 horsepower, which is a decent amount of horses to lose. Like, can you imagine a farmer losing 30 horses? He'd be pissed off. So that's what happens with an automatic. I'm just going to point out, with a standard, you only lose about 15. It's only about half as much. So that's my whole bit. Now we're going to pop over to Will. He's going to tell you all about standard transmissions, why they're better, why they're not. Will.
Okay, so manual transmissions is what I'm talking about. So obviously manual transmission is different, to be completely obvious. Manual transmissions have a clutch and a gear shifter, not like an automatic gear shifter where you put it in the park. You have a clutch because you put it into either first, second, or mostly vehicles are 6 speeds, so you have 6 different gears to go through. So manual transmissions, because they have a clutch, your clutch does go out eventually. You're gonna go through your clutch. Depending on how hard you drive the car, you're gonna go through the clutch no matter what. Luckily my car, because it's an automatic, I don't have to worry about that, but I do have to worry about other things, because an automatic transmission has different parts than a manual transmission. A manual transmission also is easier to work on because it has less moving parts. It has less things it can break. The only thing it's expensive to fix is the clutch. But other than that, nothing is really that bad. There's the occasional probably little thing. But big difference why manuals get better fuel mileage, especially in the city, is because they have a clutch, which I've probably said multiple different times. But a clutch is attached right to the transmission. So say I don't really have much to explain with. Let's just say this is the engine, and my hand is the not the transmission, or actually my hand is the transmission, and this is the clutch. So pretty much it does this. It attaches. It's just a direct attachment. Manual versus automatic. So Dylan is doing automatic, which he really wanted to do manual, but we had to do a whole thing in order to be able to figure that out. Rock, paper, scissors. Not what Dylan did the motion for. We're not going to keep this in.
I did the motion for rock, paper. Oh, that's dynamite. I did the What did you get out of that? Well,
no.
I'm like this, and he's like,
This is my car. It's really great. It's got stuff, things. Okay. It's an interesting looking thing.
they're boobs.
No, those weren't boobs. That was a guy.
Moves. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, we can't record that because you screamed out moves. So our presentation is on moves.
Thank you for watching our presentation, and
Questions, feedback, concerns, all of that stuff.
don't forget the comments.